My name is Carina and welcome to the Carina Chronicles. Today I will show you my ridiculous March TBR because I'm going to try to conquer a lot of books again and they are also very thick with a million of pages, so I'm never gonna reach it, but who cares. As you know, probably by now, I'm not really good with TBRs. They have been the same for the last few months. So actually these videos are really useless, but I like to make them. So I'm still here with my TBRs. And the good news is, in this TBR there are actually new books because I am getting to the end of my December TBR. December is when it went wrong. And that's why I have been showing the same books all the time. There are a few of them still in here, but the last books are new. So something good. March has a lot of readathons, reading challenges going on BookTube. A lot. I'm not really participating in one. I feel like it wouldn't help me at the moment. I just really want to finish these books and after that I will look again how I'm going to schedule what I'm reading and all those kind of things. But for now I just want to read. But there's one challenge that I really liked, so I wanted to tell you about it. And I'm also unofficially still kind of joining it. And that is March of the Mammoths. And March of the Mammoths is a challenge. I just think it's very nice because a lot of these challenges put pressure on people. And that's why people don't like it to join, or they join but after the challenge and they didn't make it, they feel sad that they didn't make it. And that's not how I want people to feel about reading. And of course they also have a lot of fun with them and you can like feel like a team, because usually you can sign up and you get assigned to a team and you need to get through it together. But this March of the Mammoths is a challenge that doesn't really have like an ending to it. And I will explain to you. March of the Mammoths is to get over the fear of big books. I don't really have that fear, but I know a lot of people do. And March of the Mammoths means that the challenge is to start one book over 800 pages that you have been wanting to read forever. And you don't have to finish it in March, you don't have to finish it in April, you just start the book. That's the challenge. I hope that it encourages people to actually pick up that one book that they have been wanting to read forever but just didn't dare to because it was too chunky. Because I feel like if you get started, of course you sometimes feel like, oh, this book is taking forever. But furthermore, it's just like a normal book. You just read. So I really hope it helps people. And another challenge is that is middle grade March. Where you read a middle grade book in March. And accidentally, I'm also going to do that. So I'm actually participating in two, but it's not official. But I just know these challenges exist and I wanted to let you know. So the first book on my March TBR is not really on my March TBR. It's more on my 1st of March TBR. Because we have a book club meeting today, when you see this. And I haven't started this book yet, but I need to have finished it tonight. So in some way I'm going to read it today because I really want to. And that's the Wandelaar by Adriaan van Dis. This is a Dutch book. It's about refugees. I heard it's quite boring. So I'm not really looking forward to it. But it's really small. We're discussing it tonight. I want to have read it. So I'm going to read it today. I don't know how I will do it, but I'll just do it. And then really starting with my TBR, I'm going to read this book. I don't know how it's called in English, but it is Het Hart van het Kwaad by Luca. And this is a thriller. My mother really loved this book. And she usually doesn't really recommend thrillers to me. So I'm really curious what made this book so special. I know there's a sequel. And my mother doesn't know. So I'm planning on buying it for her. I think she doesn't watch this video. If she does, then I spoiled it. Sorry, Mom. But okay, I'm really curious to see what made it so special for her. Then I'm finally going to read Cersei by Madeline Miller. I got this book from Rainbow Publishers in the Netherlands and I am dying to read this because The Song of Achilles was my favorite read of 2021. And this is the only other book by Madeline Miller. This is about Circe, or Circe. She is the daughter of the sun god Helios. And more I do know, but I feel like I would spoil things because I know the Greek mythology. So I'm just going to read the book and see what I can say and what I can't say. But really looking forward to this, and this will be a separate reading vlog, like with The Daughter of the Deep by Rick Riordan, because I got it as a review copy and I dedicate a whole video to it. Then I'm going to read 2 books on the e-reader. Both are by Teresa Burrell. One of them is by LG Sellers. And both are thrillers. I don't know what they are about, but I feel like with thrillers you shouldn't know. They are called The Advocate and No Consent. No Consent is of both of the authors and The Advocate is by Teresa Burrell. I am looking forward to reading it. I experienced in February that reading an ebook is not that bad. So looking forward to read on this ebook 2 more small books. And hopefully I will like these more than the last ebook I've read. And then the first new book on this list that you didn't know I was going to read. I thought it would be part of the March of the Mammoth challenge, but it isn't because it has only 626 pages. But it's The Seven Sisters by Lucinda Riley. I don't know what you think when you hear this, because I know there's a lot of hate towards these books from BookTube and people that read a lot, because apparently they are very cheesy, just very cheesy. But I want to know what this hype is about, because a lot of people I know that do not really read love these books and go easily through them while they're so chunky. They get chunkier every book. There are 8 books in this series. Ridiculous. They fly through them, and I just want to know the hype. And I know I'm very late to the party, but I just want to know. People close to me, most of them don't really like this book, but I feel like I sometimes just love cheesy books. I don't mind. So I'm really curious to see. If you don't know what this is about, there's a father that died and he has 7 daughters, and they all live in different lives all around the world. I think they are all adopted or something. Oh, there are actually 6 daughters, but I think you know that there are 7 when you know the series is called The Seven Sisters. So probably they will find a missing sister or something. But all these girls have lived different lives, and they are all adopted, and they come together when their father died. And you see all of their lives. In every book there's one new main character, the sister, and this one you're following Maya. And I'm really curious to see. I also always love when you have like a series where you follow a different perspective every book. I love that. So really curious to see. It's a big one. I thought it was bigger, so that's fine. Yeah, I also thought it because the last part of the book is like an extract for the next book. I always forget that sometimes is in books, so not this whole book is actually what I'm going to read. And then the last book I plan on reading, I actually should have finished this on the 9th of March. That's not going to happen. But I am going to try to read up till page 200 or something for them, because it is the Chronicles of Narnia. These are all 7 books in one copy. It also officially doesn't count for the March of the Mammoths challenge because it has 780 pages, but I count that as 800. And it also counts as a middle grade book. There are 7 books in one, and we're reading the second book for the book club that we're discussing on the 9th of March. So I am going to read that earlier on, and then I'll finish the book later this month because I want to read all these other things as well first. And if you don't know what Narnia is about, it's about children that go to a different world, and have all kinds of adventures there. I think that's what I want to say about it. And the stories are not that long. Although like the whole book is long, but they are all like 100 pages per story. So that's kind of a short story collection. I wouldn't really call it that way, but really excited for it. And look at this cover, it's so pretty. So that's it for my TBR of March. It's quite ambitious again, I would say. But I hope to finish the Wandelaar today. And then it's only 6 books. With 2 more than 500 pages. Doesn't matter. I'm just going to do it. I will just finish this easily. But I am really happy that I finally mentioned 2 new books that you didn't really know that I was going to read. Because this video finally adds something new to my channel. But I am really hoping to really read these books. As I said, Cersei will be a separate reading vlog and the rest you will see throughout my reading vlogs and in my wrap-up at the end of the month. So really looking forward to that. Let me know in the comments down below, have you read any of these? Which one is your favorite? Did you, for example, read Narnia? Because I feel like a lot of people read it. Or are you like on the hating side of the 7 sisters? I just want to know. If you like this video, please leave a like. And if you subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell, you will be notified whenever I post a new video. I hope you'll have a lovely day filled with books and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye! How cool would it be if I actually finished all these books this month? That would be so awesome. I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah, you never know how it will end up going.